of Queen Romana exists in the ethos of our time here in Canada, where people charged with upholding the law are they themselves so lawless and the law so toothless that Romana's laws, explanations, and excuses seem reasonable to the most desperate amongst us. It's predatory. Do you know who Queen Romana is? I've been watching her out of the corner of my eye for about the last year. I know my friend Andrew Chapados has done an extensive report on her in the past. She claims to be the Queen of Canada, get this, after the Queen of England was executed and then Romana was installed as the secret queen of our country by the American military. I know. Who knew? Romana's amassed quite a group of followers online, including on her Telegram channel, because she's basically been booted off every other social media platform, creating exclusivity. She's the queen of the latest incarnation of QAnon, and she tries to attach herself to the freedom movement as cult leaders tend to do. They see which way the wind is blowing, and then they go in that direction as well. That's how you get followers. Now, if I recall correctly, and I think I am, Romana's followers even raised about $60,000 for her to buy a used RV to drive across Canada, which is, I guess, her dominion now, and spread the good word of her cult. Now, all of this brings me to Peterborough Mayor Thierren. I'll get to her in a second, but we need to talk a little bit more about crazy Queen Romana and the insane actions of her followers. A couple of days ago, some people, upon the direction of Queen Romana, decided to go to the local Peterborough police station and perform citizens' arrests on local police officers there. It's one of those things Queen Romana tells her followers to do, not that she would ever do it herself, because even she knows deep in her heart that she's not the Queen of Canada, and if she did the things that she says her followers should do, she would be arrested. Although she's perfectly fine to sit in her mini Winnie and watch other people do it. Anyway, as expected, the citizens' arrests on behalf of Queen Romana, well, they didn't go well, and ultimately the people involved were charged. And Queen Romana, she receded into her RV like a QAnon Charles Manson without all the charismatic, manic energy inspiring her cult followers to do that, which she would never do. And Peterborough Mayor Thierren, well, she took to Twitter to call those involved F-wads. Now, let's just set aside how ridiculously unprofessional that is for a second, because I think that's a secondary issue. Thierren drove these people into the arms of Queen Romana. Times are so crazy, and people are so disoriented, that for some, what Queen Romana says seems normal. They're desperate for answers, and no one, especially the politicians, is providing anything. Now, instead of stopping and taking a moment of introspection to think about their role in driving people into the arms of this mad woman, the politicians only have what they've always had for desperate people: invective and spite and malice. Queen Romana is the Frankenstein monster created by our politicians over the last 2.5 years. And now the politicians are shocked because their Frankenstein monster is stomping all over the town, scaring the villagers. They did this. They own Queen Romana, but just like Queen Romana, they don't like responsibility either.
What you just saw was an excerpt from my nightly show, the Ezra Levant Show. Every weekday, I do a monologue. Usually it's about half an hour. Then I interview an interesting guest, and then we read my hate mail or my fan mail, whichever is more fun. It's only available behind a paywall, though. That's how we pay our bills here at Rebel News. We don't take a dime from Justin Trudeau. But the good news is it's only $8 a month, about half the price of Netflix. And in addition to my nightly show, you also get weekly shows from 4 other friends here at Rebel News. So you're getting 36 shows a month just for $8. I think it's worth it. And even if you're not quite sure, do it anyways, because we rely on viewers like you to keep us free and independent. I promise you I'll never take a dime from Trudeau. Just go to rebelnewsplus.com and click subscribe. Thanks.